Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of PES X. With the arrival of the new update, there are a lot of advancements in the gameplay and strategies. In this episode, I will tell you everything a player needs to know in detail while selecting a manager in PES, how to select your players accordingly as per your manager tactics, and to know the strength and weakness of your manager. Let it be any manager or any formation you like. If you watch this video closely till the end, you will no longer need the help of any YouTubers or other people's opinions etc. Like I said, this is a really important video and I'll try to make it easier to understand and interesting as much as possible. Before we move on to the video guys, please subscribe to my channel, and if you leave a like or your opinion in the form of a comment, whatever it be good or bad, it would really mean a lot to me and help me to improve my channel. So let us move on to the video. First of all, you need this application. It is so much easier to organize your team if you have this app. The name is PES Hub 2021 Unofficial. You will get it in Play Store and a lot of you might know about this app too. But there is a new feature in the 2021 version which is not included in the 2020 version. I'll show you. After installing this here, if you go down, there will be an option called the game plan. Here you can get to know how your team attacks and defends. First, here in the squad builder option, you'll need to set your manager and team. You can select a manager here. So, I'll be selecting Klopp of Liverpool, given here by the name Zeitzler. I will be building the squad of any club, say Liverpool itself. To make you understand how you should select the players for the squad and how to balance your squad to avoid any weak spots. Okay, now after selecting the manager here, go to menu and choose add to squad. The same way you can also choose the opposite team manager like this by choosing game plan or position manager too. You can also choose this from manager database in the same way. Back to the game plan. So you can see that the players have already arranged in a 4-3-3 formation. You guys can change the view by pinching the screen with 2 fingers and rotating. So back to the subject, now let's build a squad. So at the center forward position, Firmino. Like we did for the manager, click on the center forward card and search your player name here and go. You can see the featured version and normal one, it doesn't matter, but I'll select the normal one. And one other thing, it doesn't matter anyways, but if you fancy max level players in the squad, slide this to the max level and then select menu, add to squad. Okay, this way we have entered one player. Let us fast forward a bit and enter all of the players this way. Okay, so we have successfully entered all the players. You guys can also access the game plan from here, that is the 3 lines at the top left corner. Scroll down and game plan. Okay, so we have all our players here. If you wanna change a player or remove a player, long press the respective card, but be careful, do not move the card like this. If you move the card while long pressing, you will move the player out of his position. Okay, now long press and give remove. You can also change the player position here, let's see, to a supporting striker maybe. So what is the difference? Okay, so this is a bit advanced, but the playing style of Mane is prolific winger and it is only triggered at the wings and not at supporting striker position. So while attacking, he behaves as any other normal supporting striker. But if we use a left wing forward, at this position the playing style is activated and he moves into the penalty box. So back to the game plan. To set your players to neutral position, press kickoff. To attack, press attack. This is the way your players will move while attacking. Try to set your team to neutral position before attacking if any error occurs. Sometimes if you simultaneously press attack and defend, I've seen players move out of position, so just press kickoff before doing anything else. Okay, we'll do it again once more. So attack. Notice that the 2 wingers cut into the penalty box during the attack. This is because of their playing styles. When you add a player to the squad here, it automatically recognizes their playing style and positions where these playing styles are triggered and moves the player accordingly. Here Salah and Mane are registered as wingers. But if you assign them as supporting strikers, they just move forward as the playing style is not triggered. Their playing styles are prolific winger and roaming flank, where both styles end up in the penalty box at last. So wings become open and the fullbacks, that is the offensive fullbacks, occupies the wings fast. Which means for this particular manager, the fullbacks will be more offensive than the center midfielders. If I put a defensive fullback here, like a Pavard, he stays behind. See? Okay, you guys must have got a rough idea by now, but don't go away because later in this video I'll show how the attack of different midfielders vary according to their playing styles, and also some other data which no YouTuber has yet told you. If you look at this formation, the two center backs positioned high up the pitch, there is a 5-man attack, that is 3 at the center and 2 fullbacks to provide crosses. To receive a cross, there will be 3 finishers in the box, which gives a higher goal scoring chance, and even if the keeper or defenders clear the ball, the 2 center mid and the defensive mid, who is an anchor man, positions at a defensive position which prevents quick counterattacks. This formation is only vulnerable to long balls, as you can see. This is not because the defense plays a high line, but because of defensive style of the manager, that is the front line pressure of the manager and aggressive pressing. So in short, front line pressure means the players try to recover the ball as soon as it is lost. So instead of dropping back, the defensive line stays in their position. But in the case of all-out defense, the defensive line drops back as soon as ball is lost. So long balls are not possible. To clear this, I am putting the opposite manager, who has all-out defense as his defensive style, and now we'll go to the game plan. So like always, kick off. Okay, so here my team is attacking now, and when I defend, let's see here how my defenders stay up the pitch. Just notice my defenders, they stay up the pitch to defend from the front. So notice how the opposite forward passes them. This is what I meant when I said these types of managers are vulnerable to long balls. Anyways, at last we'll do a full comparison of all styles of manager and which is best to stop long ball spammers. Let's come back to what we were discussing. I've already shown you how managers with frontline pressure behaves while defending. Now we have already chosen the opposite team's manager with all-out defense static. Okay, we'll attack back now. Just notice the change. For all-out defense, the players drop back suddenly after losing the ball. This helps to prevent counterattacks and long balls. Now notice my center mid, who are box-to-box players. They do not get in the box unnecessarily. So these guys prevent quick counters and stay back to loosen up the opposite defense. Now let us take out a box-to-box player and add a whole player here. Okay, so let's change the players in this formation. At wings I'll assign creative playmakers who doesn't enter the box much, and also I'll assign the forwards as a target man. So he'll be getting in the box later than any other center forwards. And the center mid will be a whole player orchestrator and destroyer at the defensive mid. At the right back I'll assign a defensive fullback and the left back a fullback finisher. Okay, for the same manager we have given totally different playing styles at every position. Now let's see what changes are there in the game plan. Okay, I'm gonna attack again. So do you guys notice any change? The game plan has changed completely, right? The whole player who is a center mid plays really high up the pitch than the classic number 10 or the creative playmaker. Also, the defensive fullback stayed with the center backs and the fullback finisher moved high up the pitch along with the defensive mid who was a destroyer. Scholes, who was an orchestrator, stayed behind. So if a quick counterattack comes from the left side or center, that position remains empty and a big gap is created. This is a big advantage for the opponents having some good attacking midfielders. But if you need an extra support at the front, you can use a whole player at the center mid position. Likewise, if you need a strong defensive line, you can add defensive fullbacks. Also, the destroyer goes high up the pitch while attacking, whereas an anchorman stays behind. So if you guys are setting up a team, do not just blindly put your favorite players in all positions. Rather, you should set up an intelligent squad with a good manager by balancing attack and defense and avoiding any gaps and weak spots in the field if possible. So guys, these are some extra tips for you. The order in which a center midfielder takes part or positions himself in attack is whole player greater than box to box greater than orchestrator. By greater than, I mean whole player plays high up the pitch than box to box, who in turn plays high up the pitch than orchestrator. In the case of defensive mid, attacking order is destroyer greater than orchestrator greater than anchorman. Okay, for the forwards, fox in the box plays high up the pitch than advanced striker than target man, and so on. I will leave some other positions for you to find out and leave it in the comment section below if you find out. Okay guys, this has been a very long video, so I'll be winding up this video here, and I hope you understand and enjoyed this video. The next part, that is a continuation of this video, will come up soon. There we'll be focusing on the manager tactics, and you can mention in the comment section whatever you want. That is the front line pressure, pressure in containment area, defensive line, compactness, support range, etc. Again, please post your opinions and doubts as comments, and please subscribe if you are new to my channel. It would mean a lot to me and help me improve my channel, and stay tuned for another important episode of PES X.